We're going to start with the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Coming into the season, we saw their first two games at Arrowhead. Neither of them were gimmies, since we all thought that the Ravens and the Bengals had a great chance to win their division, and they may still do that, but right now they're a combined 0-4. Go figure that. And the Chiefs get a win at home against the Ravens in Week 1 due to the fact that Isaiah White shoes likely doesn't wear a size 13. And then on Sunday, Week 2, the Chiefs get through it, despite losing what we believe Isaiah Pacheco for quite some time with a broken fibula. And we'll talk about that with Tom Pelissero later on in hour number 3. And arguably the worst stat line of Patrick Mahomes' career, 151 yards, which is the fewest number of yards in his professional playing career in a game in which he's played start to finish. 151 yards. And he had 2 interceptions. And he was also facing a 4th and forever with a chance to have to fling it and get some help from either a teammate or the football gods. And I know a lot of people out there think, hold on, and a lot of people out there think that the refs bail the Chiefs out. And I know there's a ton of people out there.
More than the auto industry, am I right?
But I will say this. I will say this. That was pass interference on Dejon Anthony. That was him. That was pass interference on the Bengals, man.
Also not catchable.
That was pass interference on the Cincinnati Bengals. You might see it as uncatchable. I've seen the play over and over and over and over again, and my 2 cents is that's pass interference. And the Chiefs, by the way, everybody thinks the refs bail them out. The Chiefs had Harrison Butker set up for a field goal, and then that got taken away by a penalty, illegal hands to the face by the guy who caught a touchdown off the offensive line earlier in the game. And so, uncatchable, I don't know, ball kind of, deflected off of somebody, so it was catchable by somebody, didn't fly directly over everybody's head. That's pass interference. Anthony arrived way too soon. And I wish you just, for Bengals fans' sake, just jumped straight up in the air. Because I'll tell you what, guys, and this is why I think the Bengals fans have at least something to hang their hat on. They're used to starting 0-2. It's the 3rd straight year they've started 0-2. And this team went into Arrowhead yesterday, and for a while, it looked like Burrowhead again. There's a reason why nobody has beaten Patrick Mahomes 4 separate times in their career yet, by the way. Had Burrow and the Bengals emerged victorious yesterday, Burrow would have been the first to get to a 4th win in a career against Patrick Mahomes. So the Chiefs have their work cut out for them. The three-peat chances get more difficult if they're going into a game with a rookie at running back right now. We love the legend of Carson Steele, and we do, Samaje Perine is there, and we imagine Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to come back at some point. But Pacheco, who has been just dynamite, we're not going to see him for a while. That's an issue. And we're not seeing Hollywood Brown for a while, but the Chiefs know how to finish. They have an aura about them, and I am 100% coming out of that game thinking the three-peat chances are still alive. It's going to be difficult if they don't have Pacheco for the rest of the year. We'll keep an eye on that, and that's why Tom Pelissero is joining us in hour number 3. Lots of questions about it. And next up for the Chiefs is a visit to Atlanta on a Sunday night. We'll see how the Falcons look tonight before we just chalk that up as a W for the now 2-0 defending world champs who have a win in consecutive weeks to start the season, just like they had wins in the last 2 Super Bowls. And as for the Bengals, I'm wondering if Jamar Chase is he's just playing angry because he's just an angry guy over his contract situation. He thought he deserved a flag for a hip drop tackle or something like that. And as we saw last night with Joe Mixon clearly getting hip drop tackled, I don't think you're going to see too many flags for it this year. You're going to see you're going to hear about a lot of fines. You're going to hear about a lot of FedEx letters being sent to defenders who take players down. And I don't blame Jamar Chase for getting upset because hip drop, hip drop tackles can hurt you. And Joe Mixon's going for an MRI today. And last year, Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins' season changed when he got hip drop tackled in that Monday night loss to the Titans. But even the head ref said that Jamar had crossed the line. And next up for the Cincinnati Bengals is a Monday night football game against the Washington Commanders. Week 3 ends with 2 Monday night football games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I love the Monday night.
I know. And Jacksonville is going to be at Buffalo in the other one. That's a double dip of a Monday nighter next Monday. But the Washington Commanders going into Cincinnati, you can't, I guess, chalk it up either because they look point challenged despite their rookie quarterback running all over the place. And the reason why the Bengals are 0-2 is because they lost to the Patriots at home, who, by the way, almost were 2-0.
So close.
You didn't get your 2-0. You didn't get the Red Sox winning the rest of the weekend either.
And the Jets won, so everything I got didn't happen.
Okay. But that's my takeaway. Definitely pass interference, in my opinion.
Okay.
And the Chiefs know how to close. That's what happens when you're a 2-time defending champ. And they navigated 2 very difficult opponents coming into Arrowhead successfully. And the Bengals came awful close. I'm not worried about them. Headline for Cincinnati: I am not worried about your team. The one thing I am concerned about is I think they do miss Joe Mixon. I don't know. I'm waiting to see when Chase Brown is just going to get the ball a lot.
Yeah, run game isn't blowing
But
my
that
socks
dude's
off.
got some explosiveness. He's got some Tony Pollard in him. Like a couple years ago, Dallas Cowboy Tony Pollard and Zach Moss. I'm wondering if Bengals fans are watching Mixon run for the Texans right now, as the Texans are 2-0. They look terrific on Sunday night. Well, we'll see. Again, it's just so early. It's so early. That's what I guess Overreaction Monday podcast is for. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.